everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you guys how I clean some of my hair tools. So I already have my tools ready and set aside, some brushes, combs, and things like that. So I'll show you guys the solution that I use and just how I clean them. It'll be a quick little easy process. There are several solutions you can use to clean your tools, but I'm going to show you guys a basic one that I use. It's also a very bittersweet day today just because a lot of people, when it comes to edges and the science of laying your edges, there's apparently a new edge control brush that's been out for quite some time. I might be late. Basically, everybody swears by these edge control brushes. And so I've made the hard decision to go ahead and lay to rest one of my OG hair tools. This is my OG toothbrush that I've had for several years. I'm probably embarrassed to say how long, but it's definitely been probably over 4 years that I've had this. But yeah, he's laid many edges. He's always been faithful and got the job done. But I think it's time for me to just upgrade to something a little bit more legitimate. And so I decided instead of cleaning him today, I'll just go ahead and lay him to rest and upgrade to an edge control brush. Any suggestions on a good edge control brush, let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and give it a try. Now, if it is not up to par or my standards of getting laid edges, then I will definitely go back to getting a toothbrush real quick. But anyway, let's get back into cleaning the tools today. I really use just a very basic solution. I use some white vinegar and then I use some baking soda and warm water. So if you want to go ahead and add anything or try something different, you can, but this is just the solution and the blend that I use. I use a measuring cup, but I really sometimes just eyeball it. So I can't even really tell you guys how much of what I put in. I just really eyeball it. So it really depends on how dirty my tools are, whereby I feel like I eyeball it and I might use a little bit more baking soda or a little bit less baking soda, and the same with the white vinegar. I'm pretty sure there's several different solutions you can use to clean your tools, but this is just what I use. It's easy, it's quick, and it works. So let's go ahead and get into the cleaning process. First, I'll add the baking soda and then I'll go ahead and add some of that white vinegar. And I'm really just eyeballing all of this. And so I'll put all that in the warm water. You can see the dirt buildup in my paddle brush already, but I'm just going to submerge that along with the rest of my tools. And like I said, I just add all of this to some warm water that I had boiled for a little while. It doesn't need to be too hot. And so once I start putting all of my tools in that solution, I will just go ahead and let it sit for a minute. My bristle brush, which is the worst tool to clean, will definitely sit in there for the full 20 minutes, just because that one is going to contain the most dirt. And so I'll go ahead and add the rest of those tools, and then you'll see after a few minutes just that dirt start to float in the solution. And that's gross. So now that it's been about 20 minutes, I'll go ahead and I'll take those tools out of that solution and I'll just lay them out, and I'm gonna go ahead and individually clean them up if I feel like they need to be additionally cleaned. So the bristle brush is the worst one. You'll be able to see just how much dirt was pulled out from just sitting in that solution for about 20 minutes. It is disgusting. Look at that. All of that buildup and bacteria. And so I'm definitely going to have to really put some extra work into cleaning that tool specifically. But you can see in the water just how much dirt is left in there. So this bristle brush, like I said, the worst tool for me to clean. And the crazy thing is you really can never tell how dirty it is until you start cleaning your tools with a solution that really starts to just bring out all the dirt and bacteria in it. It's gross. So now what I'll do is I'll take a comb, typically the rat tooth comb, just so I could use the tip of that to just get inside and clean all of those little places in the brush that have that bacteria and dirt. And then I'll just wipe that comb off, and then I'll just start individually cleaning each of those tools with a paper towel. So after my tools have soaked for about 15-20 minutes in that solution, I empty out all that dirty water and I resubmerge all of my tools in a new fresh set of like warm boiled water, and I just let it sit for about 15 minutes. You can already tell the difference that the solution made to cleaning my bristle brush. It looks so much cleaner already. So I'm resubmerging all of my tools back in the warm water. And really what I do to be able to tell if I need to continue to let them soak in the water is I really just kind of monitor the residue left in the water. If I feel like the water is a little cloudy, then I might just continue to let my tools sit in there, or I might need to scrub them or clean them a little bit more. And so really I'm just trying to monitor like how my water looks. So whenever my water starts to clear up a little bit more, I know that I've done enough with my tools and they're clean enough. At this point, all of my combs look good. It doesn't take too much to clean those because those are kind of my in-shower tools that I use anyway. Really, I'm just focusing and putting emphasis on cleaning this bristle brush, which it looks good because the water isn't as cloudy as it used to be. So really, I'm just plucking out any extra residue or dirt that I see left over, and then it looks pretty good at that point. So I think we're done with cleaning. So that is my process for cleaning my hair tools today. After I went ahead and soaked it in the warm water, I just took everything out. I laid it face down so that it could just dry out and drain all that water out. And as soon as that's done, I'll just put it back in my hair jar. And I do want to emphasize the importance of cleaning that bristle brush. My bristle brush is the hardest, most time consuming tool that I have to clean, which makes sense because that's the tool that I use the most consistently with product. So naturally the product buildup occurs way quicker in that tool than all the other tools, because all the other ones I mentioned are just kind of like in and out of shower tools. So those don't really gain too much product buildup at all because I'm using those in the shower. So I just kind of clean as I go with those. But with that bristle brush is the hard part. So just making sure you're consistent cleaning that thoroughly is the most important. There's so much product buildup and bacteria, and you do not want to be redepositing that in your hair because that's ultimately not helping with your hair health or good hair hygiene, and that's ultimately what we're trying to achieve. So that's today's video. I hope that it was helpful and that you guys are able to understand. I will be seeing you guys in the next video sometime soon. So until then, be easy.